big hello to all my wonderful champions. Now the KCET exam is here. You might be thinking, ma'am, PU2 just got over and now it's the next exam. We just came out. We actually didn't completely come out of this zone of PU2 and now the next exam. But children, trust me, you have to work really hard over here. Why? Because the amount of time you're going to put over here in this particular preparation would decide where you will be landing in within the next few months. And it's not that it will be temporary, it will be staying there, it will be there for almost 3 to 4 years of your life or 4 to 5 years of your life, whatever stream you choose, okay? So please be mindful of the preparation that you are doing in, because the place where you land is very, very important. So it will decide a lot of things in your future. So I understand when I say that, here's the next thing, here is the next thing. So you might be thinking that every time there is a next hurdle up there. So yes, that is there, that is how life processes. But let me tell you one very honest fact, that is the time before getting into the college, that is obviously going to be tough, and the time after getting out of the college also probably a little rough. Okay, not very tough, but yes, a little rough finding job and all. But the time where you are in the college, you are going to enjoy a lot. It will be so fun, but it will be only fun if you land up at a good place. And that is why we all are here, my dear children. Please take this exam really, really seriously and practice however you can. And I am here with the study strategies to score 50 plus in KCET 2025 biology. My name is Jasmine Joy. Let's get into it. And if you're ready to score 50 plus or 60 on 60, definitely comment down that I am ready for 60 on 60 or 50 plus, whatever you think is your target. I'll always say, keep your targets really high. Yes, make it 61 on 60. But yeah. So, my dear children, to make you understand about the KCET exam pattern, the total marks is 60. Yes, the total questions are also 60. You get 1 marks for each correct answer, right? And the time available is 80 minutes for one paper. Okay, now if you're someone who had taken biology, you would be having it on the second day. On the first day you have physics and chemistry, and on the second day you would be having biology. Now the syllabus, you have PU2 as well as PU1, that is class 12th and class 11th. In PU2 you have 13 chapters, and in PU1 there are 19 chapters. So in a bracket I have written more weightage. That means this is a chapter, these are the chapters that would be probably giving you lots of marks in your KCET examination. So this should be our priority. I'll be repeating it over and over again because yes, it is important for you to know that class 12th is important, because you know what, class 11 chapters are comparatively difficult than 12. That is what I have felt. And children spend their time into studying those 19 chapters of PU1, which might not give you so much amount of your marks. I will be showing you the trend analysis of how much number of questions have come from each chapter of PU2 as well as PU1 as well, so that you get an idea of how your preparation should be. Okay, so trust me on these things, and I hope you understood the basic exam pattern. Going ahead with the next thing, that is the rules that you have to follow. So NCERT should be your everything, nothing else, just NCERT, my dear children. Every line of the NCERT matters over here for the subject biology. So there are in your textbook there will be 70 billion tons of CO2 is being produced, or this and that is being produced. We never care for those terms. I'm telling you, KCET basically focuses on that. Okay, it focuses on the basic things that we think is like not very much important. So I'll request you to basically go through these terms at least once, whatever is there. Take your NCERT seriously, go through it, but you should not be spending more than 40 minutes of your time for dealing with a chapter reading of NCERT, because I believe most of you might have just given your PU2 examination and all, but the PU2 and KCET has a different approach, which is why I have increased the time to 40 minutes. 40 minutes should be the maximum you should be giving to any chapter, whether it be molecular basis of inheritance, principles of inheritance and variation, or a small chapter. Okay, small chapters obviously you'll need less time, but then the small chapters such as organisms and population or ecosystem, in that ecosystem there are so many terms. Okay, that Earth Summit was on this particular time, or basically what is Earth Summit, what is World Summit, where was it held, Johannesburg, which year was it held. So all these key terms are really, really important. What you can do is that you can basically, if you're finding it difficult to go through the NCERT, what you can do is that, you know ChatGPT, right? So take, copy the content that is there in your NCERT bit by bit, paragraph by paragraph. Copy it in the ChatGPT and say to make points out of it. Yes, even I do that. Okay, why to read the whole thing when you do not have time for it, right? So when you do that, you will get points, my dear children, but you have to obviously cross check. Just read it once, okay, and read the NCERT once. If you're not able to understand, go copy it, make it in points, and then read it. It will be easy for you. This is only when you're not understanding something. Okay, do not do it every now and then. Okay, so that is there. Okay, especially the chapters which have these numbers and all. The last three chapters have in PU2 have these numbers and all. So I will request you to do that. Now, second rule is that prioritize question solving rather than rereading. Yes, you should be prioritizing. For example, if you're giving 2.5 hours, for example, a slot is there of 2.5 hours, my dear children, I will request you to give 1 hour for your NCERT. 1 hour of your NCERT. If you can complete 2 chapters, very well. In that 1 hour, 30 minutes you give to both the chapters, and if you can complete it, it's really good. So you can take basically 2 chapters that are, for example, Principles of Inheritance, which is a long chapter, and probably a shorter chapter that is Organisms and Population. So in that, in 1 hour you can manage reading NCERT for both the chapter. Now what you have to do is, you are getting 1.5 hours. Okay, you're still getting 1.5 hours. What do? You do random question practice. This is your thing. You should be practicing questions. You should be having question bank, my dear children. First of chapter wise question bank that will give you an idea of what type of questions could be coming in, and you can practice that. Okay, agreed. And one very important thing, we have our own Abhyas KCET test series, okay, where we are giving mock tests for basically understanding KCET. So there are so many part tests, and apart from that there are full length tests. So I'll request you to take that as well. It is available for rupees 1498 rupees. It's a very, very good thing for you to have a genuine practice of questions, okay, and it will be very effective after going through all the chapters. So we are basically giving you certain set of chapters, and then we would be giving you questions on the basis of that. So it becomes easy for you to segregate. Okay, from if you study these chapters, I can give this test. Then give this test and see how many questions you are able to answer. So that is one very, very important thing that you have to keep in your mind. Remember, it's Abhyas KCET test series, available for rupees 1498. It's given in the description box. You can check it out. Okay, and there will be video solutions as well. So the test that we are giving you video solutions, so you can watch it and get your doubts cleared with that. And we have doubt clarification classes. Either way, you can check it out in the description box. Now, so please prioritize questions. So I have given 1.5 hours for question, 1 hour for 2 chapters. You get it? So obviously this is very much important over here. Now focus on PU2 first and then PU1. Please do not do the mistake of focusing on PU1 first. Now integrate PCM plus biology. Okay, for them you do not need M. Basically biology is enough if you are taking biology as a subject. So please give your time, and if you can give at least 5 hours for biology. I will be telling you how. So don't think I'm just making it up. There is no time for studying physics and chemistry. It's not like that. Giving it equal weightage, I will be giving you a timetable as well. Now please revise every day. No new topics in the last 3 days. Okay, whenever you have your exam, that is 17th, you should not be touching any new topic within the last 3 days. If you're doing it, it will be a big blunder. Okay, now maintain an error book. Okay, please, it's a very important thing. As I said, I have spoken to lots of people who have talked KCET and other exams, my dear children. All of them say that we maintain an error book. Very, very important thing. So whenever you do a mistake, go write the mistake in the error book. Okay, in that way you would not tend to repeat the mistake, and also you will understand where you're getting things wrong, and you have to be careful over here. So categorize and review. Use color codes, concept error if it is red, if it is yellow, it is silly mistake or reading error. If you do not want to do all this thing, do not do it. You do not have time to make a coloring book right there. It's okay. Just write your errors chapter wise. Whenever you're solving a question, you're not able to get it, mark chapter 4. So this is the question. I did this error. So you know that you do not have to repeat it. So many other times it happens with me also. I read an option, halfway it is completely correct. I feel this is the correct option, but the other part of the question would be wrong. So please have that great idea of things and rectify your mistakes its importance is very, very, very much. Okay, trust me on that. And we tend to think that it's a very small thing, but don't do that mistake. Okay, and go through your error book as well once in a day. Okay, once in a day, before you start a day, probably you can use that error book, check through the mistakes that you did previously. Okay, have it in your head that these are the mistakes, I should be avoiding it. You know, people lose marks basically by doing silly mistakes. And now, time management. How can you divide your time? For example, I start at 7 o'clock. Now 7 to 9:30, that is 2.5 hours I give to chemistry. Okay. Now that can be depending on you what subject you want to give to, but morning hours I think you can do for chem or probably physics. Let's tackle the difficult subject over here. So in morning you are fresh minded, right? Now 9:30 to 10 o'clock you have a break, you have your food and all. Now from 10 to basically 12:30, tackle the next subject, which is biology. Which is what? Biology. So 2.5 hours you are getting over here, my dear children, for biology. Now going ahead, 12:30 to 1, please have your food. Then after food, basically what you can do is 1 to 3:30. Okay, it's 3:30. You can go with chem. Why did I put bio over there? Because you might feel sleepy. It's a theoretical subject. Chem might excite you a little more, yeah. And then 3:30 to 4, please take a break. Please take a small 30-minute snap. And then you have 4. Okay, 4 to 6:30, my dear children. 4 to 6:30, if I'm not wrong. 4, yeah. Yes, 4 to 6:30, you can go ahead with studying physics again. Okay, and then 7 to 8:30. Okay, 7 to 9:30. Let's take it 9:30. Okay, you can basically go ahead with biology again, and then one more slot of 2.5 hours, that is probably from 10 o'clock to 12:30 if you want. Can go with chem. Probably I have done some mistake over here regarding the time, but anyways, I want you to segregate 2.5 hours daily. In that way, what you get is that 2.5, at least 5 hours you're getting for a subject. And I think you have ample amount of time to rest as well. I know the sleep schedule might be little much jinxed up because of this thing, but when I was calculating, it was coming around 11:30. I don't know what mistake I did over here, but anyways, so 7:30 to 9:30, and then 10 to 12:30, then 1 to 3:30, okay, and then 4 o'clock to 6:30 physics, and then 7 o'clock to 9:30 biology, and then a break again, 10 o'clock to 12:30 chem. Yes, so over here you have a break for move out somewhere, go walk around, 30 minutes break, it's fine for you. 9:30 you can have your food, or if you want to have food in between, wherever you want to have, but at least give 5 hours like this. I know I'm taking too much of your time up there, that is 12:30, but that could be happening. Okay, so in this 2.5 hours, I want you to segregate your 1 hour for reading through NCERT. If you can take 2 chapters, it will be really great, and then 1.5 hours for straight question practice. Here also the same thing. In that way, probably you are covering 4 chapters in a day. You get it? Now you can choose a mix of easy and difficult chapter for you according to your own will, because PU2 chapters, all of them are equally important. You can take in that consideration. Some are obviously more important, but still you can do your own calculation and manage it. Make sure you are taking a proper decision. Do not just target easy chapters and jinx it up. If you are taking let's say 3 easy chapters, 1 tough chapter should be there. Okay, so in a day you basically cover 4 chapters. Children, you do not have much days left. I hope you know that. And I am saying 4 chapters, but I don't think everyone can study 4 chapters in a day. Some can study probably 2, some can study 3. So have a target of 4 chapters. If you're not able to complete 4 chapters, it's okay. Go with 2 or 3. But at least 2. 2 is the minimum number that you have to cover in a day. There is no other option that you have. I'll suggest 3 because in that way you will get a lot more questions to solve. Okay, so that should be your priority. Now going ahead, talking about the PU2 chapter list that you have. Okay, so high priority chapter. these are the high priority chapters: sexual reproduction, flowering plants, molecular basis of inheritance, principles of inheritance and variation, organisms and population, human health and disease, human reproduction, biotechnology, principles and processes. On what basis I have put it as high weightage, I'm going to tell you that as well. So these are the chapters of high weightage. Definitely target them. Okay, so whenever you're taking a high weightage chapter, you can take moderate chapters along with it. As I said, you can club according to your own will, but do not miss these chapters. Very, very important. Solve as many questions as possible. Okay, at least 100 questions per day, at least 100 questions. Why do I say 100? 1.5 hour you're spending. So probably if you do 15 first half and another 50, again you're getting landing up to 100 questions, and that is not a big thing. You get it? You get it? I obviously understand physics, chemistry and a lot of other subjects, but if you see in that sense, it will become, this is an exam, this is a competitive exam and the competition is really high. So we have to work really hard. You get it? But do not strain yourself, okay children? You're my kids, so please do not strain yourself in study. Do in your limits, have proper sleep and all. Someday if you feel that you cannot go up to 12:30, please don't go. Okay, you can segregate according to your own thing. Just like how you in your plate, okay, you can take this much amount of curry and this much amount of rice. It depends on you, what you want, right? If you think that biology, I am confident, you can lessen the time of biology and study chemistry more, whatever you want. Okay, but do according to you all, do not strain yourself. Now, there is no low weightage chapters in PU2, obviously. Okay, there are medium weightage chapters, and these are the medium weightage chapters: biotechnology and its application, reproductive health, microbes and human welfare, biodiversity and conservation, ecosystem and evolution. Biodiversity conservation has shown a wonderful, let's say, transition. My dear, previous to previous year there was no question from it, and the previous year there were 3 questions popping up. That is 2024, in the question paper there were 3 questions from this particular chapter. So something like that can happen, which is why I have not put it in low weightage. There is no low weightage. There is medium weightage and there is high weightage, because PU2 chapters are always important. And since now 3 chapters have already been removed, so previous year these 3 chapters were also included in the question papers. Okay, so deleted chapters also popped up. So this year that is not going to happen. Okay, I hope you know that. Instead there will be practical things, and we are going to give you videos for practical things also. Please do not worry. Okay, if you have any other things, you can tell it to us in the comment section. So I hope it's clear. These 3 chapters are not there, so your marks, basically marks distribution will be again changed this year. So previous year, principles of inheritance and variation, molecular basis of inheritance, gave 4 questions each, and throughout the years it has given certain good amount of 4 to 5 questions, which is not a small deal. Okay, and over here in sexual reproduction, flowering plants, again 3 and then 7 once. Okay, once it gives 7 questions, so you can expect that, which is why they are high priority chapters. Human health also same 3, human reproduction also 3. Over here in the case of reproductive health, so it's 1, 2, 2, 4 and then 2 again. Probably this year it can be increased. Evolution 3, 1, 2. So anyways you see 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3. These are the things that you get. Microbes and human welfare 2 and then 4, then 2, 2, 2, 2. This year it can be something else. So that's why I'm saying in PU2 there is nothing we can take risk for. You have to prepare it really, really well. Now going ahead with this, biotechnology principle and process, again it gives consistently 2, 3, 4 things like that, so you have to prepare. Biotechnology in the application, previous to previous year there was no question, but this year it was, so be prepared. Okay, here also organism population 3, 5, 5, 2, 3, again something that can give you questions. Ecosystem 2 and then skipped 1, 3, 3 again. Now over here as I was talking, 1, 4 and then 1, straight 4, okay, straight 4 it came, then it is nothing over here and there's 3. With this, what do you conclude? That PU2 chapters are important and the trends can be changing up, but for sure it is having more weightage than PU1. So please be prepared, please take it on priority to complete the PU2 chapters. Now in Abhyas KCET test series, we have started off with PU2 chapters as well, the mock test for PU2. So I'll definitely recommend you to go by it. It is going to be really, really helpful for you. And children, it's not like all the videos will be coming in a day. It is scheduled. According to the schedule, it will be released so that it is not a burden for you to understand. Now, PU1 chapter list, I went chapter wise only. Now, among them, the ones marked in pink are the ones that gives consistently at least 1 question, 1 to 2 question. So, thing about PU1 is that some chapters does not give you any question in some years, yeah. Some give you consistently certain questions. So, I have marked those chapters which have consistently given you at least 1 question each year. So, plant kingdom, Animal kingdom majorly, okay, morphology of flowering plants, structural organization in animals. This has definitely given you at least one question every year. Okay, especially animal kingdom. Okay, going ahead, if you talk about the next set of chapters, cell, the unit of life, biomolecule, cell cycle and cell division is again a very important chapter, giving you one question every particular year. Photosynthesis in higher plants, respiration in plants, plant growth and development is also there. But as I said, this gives you constantly. Now over here, body fluids and circulation is something that has given one question constantly. Okay. So these are the chapters, 19 set of chapters. There is no more, what say, is high importance. The one that I have marked in pink, you can consider them as of high weightage. Why? Because it has given you at least some questions each and every year. So these are the chapters which are not there in the syllabus. These are deleted portion. So please go through it. Do not go and invest your time reading through it if you have the old NCERT. Now as I said, plant kingdom, if you see all the years, it has skipped 1 year and then 1 1 1 mark. Okay. We talk about animal kingdom, 1 1 1 1 and then 2 1 2. Important. Okay. Morphology and flowering plants, 1 1 1 1 1 2 1. So over here you see they are skipping. Over here, these are being skipped, which is why I have not included in the pink color. So these are the ones that surely gives you question. So definitely when you're dealing with PU1, strategize studying these chapters first and then go ahead with the other chapters. Okay. So cell, the unit of life, have skipped 1 year. Still, I'll say it is important. It's not something that you should be missing. But yeah. Now going ahead with biomolecules and all, you see it has skipped the previous year. Cell cycle and cell division, my dear student, given you question every year. So prioritize these. Okay. Photosynthesis in higher plants, again skipped 1 year, but still. Okay. Respiration plants skipped 1 year. Plant growth and development skipped 3 years. So this you can skip to a little later. Okay. But you know, it's very easy to, when you do not have time, listen, at the end, if you do not have time to go through the chapters, solve questions, and that's how you learn theory. Okay, solve as many as questions, and while doing questions, you will learn certain theory along with it. And that's how it will be a better way of learning, because you do not have time. You have to practice. Breathing and exchange, basically no questions for a long time now. Cool? Now, body fluids, again, as you see, 1 2 1 2 1 2, so it's important thing. Excretory products, 1 1 1 1. Over here, locomotion and movement have not given for so much long time, but given one question there. So all this thing very important, my dear children. So as I said, the one that I marked in yellow, basically over there marked in pink, you have to prioritize them. And certain chapters have missed just 1 year. Please prioritize them after the pink ones. In that way, it will be easy for you to study. Now, what do you refer to for studying KCET? Basically, NCERT biology textbook, as I said, it's everything. Go through it, keep a timer, 30 minutes, not beyond, 30 to 40 minutes, not beyond that going with NCERT. Otherwise, you're just rereading things, okay? And I'll tell you honestly, you will be only able to remember things if you solve questions. So give priority to the question solving. Otherwise, I don't think you will be remembering 70 billion tons of, what I taught yesterday, I don't remember that. So if I'm being a teacher, I do not remember that. How can I expect you to remember things? Only if I solve questions. The questions, when I do it, that's how I remember certain things. Okay. So MTG question bank or any question bank that you are having, you can use that. And then you have previous 5 to 10 year question papers. Very, very important, my dear children. Apart from that, you have us. Not US, okay? It is us, Diksha Karnataka channel. Please follow us. So there is Master Stroke series that is going on for one-shot videos. Take it seriously, watch it. It has been completed really, really fast, okay? The duration is not too much. If you think it is too much, you can put it in 2x speed and watch it. But watch it is really, really important. If you want a cumulative, if you just want to go through your NCERT, so instead of going through your NCERT, you can watch the videos as well. I think it is summing up all the thing. Especially, I'm talking about biology, okay? I'm talking about biology. For me, I know how theory is important, how I have included everything in the Master Stroke series. Apart from that, there are top 30 questions that are being solved. You can watch that as well. Each and every that has been, it's not just my subject. For all the subjects, it is being released. So please give due importance to that. And I think I'll sum this video up because I do not want you to waste any bit of your time. So PU2 on priority, then PU1. PU1, the chapters that are marked in pink color first, and then the chapters which have skipped 1 or 2 years. That's all. Okay, then the rest of the chapters, if you're not able to complete one, the videos or NCRT, please start solving questions, and along with questions you can understand the theory also. The best way is Abhyas KCET test series. There we have taken 2-part test for complete PU1 only, so you will get to understand certain questions from PU1 and also the concepts behind it. So the link is there in the description box. If you want, definitely go check it out. It will be helpful for you. Okay. So yes, that's all. Now wishing you all the best, and if you're ready to score 60 on 60, definitely comment it down, and good luck to you all. You are going to do great. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye.